Good morning, Culers. How we doing? It is time to wake up and Barca. It's time to talk about all the Barcelona news and transfer rumors. In today's episode, we're going to talk about Ansu Fati injury updates. We'll see if Ansu Fati is going to be actually fit for Bayern Munich. There are apparently some, what do you want to call it? Some ultimatums being thrown around in the Dembele contract renewals. So we'll talk about Dembele contract news. And then as much as I don't really want to talk about transfer rumors because it's still December, there's a Chelsea duo that are a little bit interesting that we could get for around the same price as Ferran Torres. So I want to get opinions on that. So we'll talk Ansu Fati injury. We'll talk Dembele contract. We'll talk potential Chelsea transfer rumors. We'll talk about anything else that comes up in terms of Barcelona news and headlines. That's what we do here on Wake Up in Barca. If this is your first time finding us, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can be part of the conversation with Culers from around the world as we catch up on all the Barcelona news and headlines and have some conversation with each other while we have some caffeine. Let's go ahead and kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
All right. Intro is off. Bangarang. It's going to be a great day. We're doing it, friends. Let's see who's with us here today. Kudos, good morning. You guys know I'm always like 5 minutes late. We schedule it at 7. I want to give people a couple minutes to trickle in here so that I'm not just waking up and talking to myself. That is important. There might be some days where I'm unintentionally late. That does happen. Other days, it's to give folks a couple minutes to trickle in. Listen, when you buy a concert ticket and it says show starts at 9, does the show start at 9 ever? No, it doesn't. You gotta give people time to get in, get situated, get their drinks, get comfy, mingle with each other, get in the right headspace, all that good stuff. So, yeah, we schedule it at 7 a.m., but it's a loose start. Who else we got going on in here? So good morning to Kudus. Good morning, Levi. Oh no, Levi got the vid. I'm sorry to hear it, my man. I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're resting. Hopefully your symptoms are not too strong. And hopefully you don't have to quarantine for too long. I know that can be a bummer, but you got us. That's a good thing. Even when you got COVID, you can still show up to Wake Up in Barca. So rest up. I hope you get better soon. Ernest, good morning, sir. Ayush, good morning. My nephew from India, how we doing? Thrawn, good morning. You stupid, good morning. I love your name, but should I call you something else, or do you prefer just me calling you stupid? Which is fine. I'm going to giggle every time I say it. But if you have a different name that you'd rather go by, just let me know, and I'll be happy to abide. What else is going on? How's everybody's week going? I know, what day is today? Wednesday. This has already been a long week for me. Oh my gosh. No Barcelona action midweek, so that's kind of sad. But we do have a match coming up, Real Betis, this Saturday. We'll be doing the live stream for that. Really, it's just going to be a little appetizer before the match against Bayern Munich. I can't help but look towards that. And if I'm having a hard time with it, I'm sure Xavi and the players are having a hard time focusing on Real Betis when you have Bayern Munich coming up the following week. But we can't look past Real Betis. They're still ahead of us in the table. They've got a puncher's chance. We're by no means dominating La Liga this year, so we can't look past Real Betis. Definitely have to do that. All right, what else we got? Levi says, we've got Wake Up in Barca, and we will always have Wake Up in Barca. Absolutely. Kiss the badge for that one. Mwah. Wake Up in Barca is here for you, my friend. What else we got here? Levi says, Betis is a hard one. Yeah. Reports are saying that Nabil Fekir is not going to be available for Betis, so as much as, I want to go up against a full squad, I'm okay if he's not there for this one, and maybe we get a slightly easier day. Paul says, by the way, Supercopa has been released. We have Real. Did I miss something being released? Or maybe I just always assumed it was going to be Real. But yeah, we're going to be playing Real in the Supercopa. I think that's in December, right before the January break. Okay, you stupid. You got it then. I appreciate it, man. Glad you're here with us. As Ayush said, congratulations to Messi for getting his seventh Ballon d'Or, as it's called. I mean, he dominated Copa America, most goals, most assists, won the trophy finally for Argentina. I think that's mainly why he got it. It goes from January to October, so most of his performance was with Barcelona. Fell short of winning La Liga, but did win Copa del Rey. Another excellent performance. One could argue that Lewandowski should have gotten it. He certainly should have gotten it last year had there been an award, but they canceled it. So unlucky for him. There was a meme going around that was kind of funny. It shot to Lewandowski sitting in the audience while Lionel Messi wins his seventh Ballon d'Or. And Lewandowski, the meme is his face, and it's him marking the 16 goals he's going to score against Barcelona coming up on Wednesday out of anger. And I was just like, oh no, like that's a possibility. Lewandowski might take his anger out on Barcelona, and we're not going to be happy about it. Let's see. What else? Ambarish, good morning. Paul, I don't know if I said good morning to you, so I apologize if I missed you. Good morning, sir. What else we got here? Chima, hello and good morning. Let's see what else. Ambarish says, what about Dest? So there are some rumors saying that Dest might be up for transfer. I'm saying nah, dude. I'm saying nah to that. Here's why. We have Balde, we have Jordi Alba, we have Dani Alves in January. Those are our three outside backs, left or right. Dest is the fourth one, and he's the starting right back. If we don't have him, then we have to play Araujo, Mingueza, Roberto. You know what I mean? Dani Alves will be available in January, but I don't understand the Dest transfer rumors. I think what's happening right now is that the media is just going down Barcelona's list and looking at who actually has value on the transfer market, because there's been reports of Frankie de Jong going to Man City. That's not going to happen. It's definitely not going to happen. No. There's been reports of Pedri going to Bayern Munich. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Now they're saying, oh, Araujo is being looked at by English Premier League clubs, Chelsea, Liverpool, the like. It's not going to happen. We're hanging on to him. Now Dest. Sure, he's got value. He can play the right, the left, defense, wing, whatever. But it's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. Apparently the complaint is that Dest sometimes loses focus. My argument to that would be that sometimes the whole Barcelona defense loses focus 2 or 3 times a match. We got to sit here and have our butts on the edge of the seats because we're getting pinned back and we fall asleep sometimes, give up those goals. So just saying, I don't think Dest is going anywhere. Levi says Dest should have won the Ballon d'Or, or not Dest, sorry, Foden. My head was still on Dest. Foden should have won the Ballon d'Or. Disagree. Levi, no, not where should Dest go. Dest should stay. Dest should absolutely stay. There's no reason for him to leave, especially with Dani Alves coming in. That's going to be a perfect mentor to bring him up to his full potential. I don't see him leaving. The Benzema situation. What is going on with Benzema? We can start with that, I guess. I know we're here to talk about FC Barcelona news, but if Benzema is going to prison, we got to talk about that. Let's see here. Benzema not upset. Are we still just talking about the old story of him potentially being involved in that blackmail lawsuit? Is that what we're talking about? Is there not any more news on that? Oh, okay. So yes, that is the story, but let's see here. I did not read this. This came out 6 days ago. Real Madrid's Karim Benzema handed 12 months suspended prison sentence in sex tape trial. So I don't know if it'll say it in this article, but essentially like somebody that he knew or was connected with was trying to blackmail one of the French players, and Benzema was being like a conduit, a facilitator of that conversation. So that's why he's getting in trouble here. Oh, Chima, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't get even nominated for any of the awards last night. Or 2 nights ago, whenever it was. Interesting. So Benzema handed a 1-year suspended prison sentence and a $75,000 euro fine, in attempted blackmail of former teammate Mateo Valbuena over the sex tape. Benzema's lawyer told journalists on Wednesday the player will appeal the verdict. Yada, yada, yada. Brings an end to the legal saga. National team, his lawyer cited professional reasons. The 30-year-old training, Real Madrid, blah, 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 blah. That's pretty wild. So, let's see what the outcome is then. Following Real Madrid's win over Sheriff to the Champions League, Benzema scored a goal, blah, blah, blah. Carlo Ancelotti says, we haven't spoken. He's calm. It's something that he's been talked about for a long time. Said Ancelotti, the player is totally focused on his work. He did well. He looked calm before the game, and he played well. Yada, yada, yada. All right, so here's the deal. He's probably not going to go to prison. Am I right? I don't think that's going to be happening. I'm not sure what a delayed or a suspended prison sentence means. I feel like in Spain, well, actually, this would be in France, not Spain. I know in Spain there's been cases where other players, like tax evasion, for example, have been caught and stuff, and they don't actually have to spend that prison time. So I would be super shocked if Karim Benzema had to spend any time in actual prison. Anyway, let's go into Barcelona news. Like I said, there's a few things we want to talk about. Actually, yes, I do want to spell Barcelona correctly. I want to talk about Ansu Fati's injury update. I want to talk about Dembele transfer rumors, or contract rumors, I should say. And then some transfer rumors around some Chelsea players. I want to talk about those things coming up here. All right, Levi standing up for Benzema says, I can assure you Benzema has never blackmailed anyone. He's rich, though, and he will pay it off. Probably. You Stupid says Barca want to sign the center forward Cabral from Basel, but want to pay $15 million in increments, but Barca is close to signing Torres. Yes, we're close to signing Torres, but there could be an offer for 2 players from Chelsea. So we'll talk about that here in just a minute. So hold off on that Ferran Torres talk. Ousmane Dembele issues challenge. Yes, but I want to go Ansu Fati first. Let's see if there's any headlines from Fati. We looked at this one on Monday. Barcelona having doubts about Serginho Dest. By the end of the article, the answer is no. No, they're not. Ansu Fati injury news. Let's take a look at that. All right. Barcelona moderately optimistic that Ansu Fati will be fit to face Bayern Munich. Fingers crossed. That to me means he's not going to be 90 minutes match fit, but maybe we can get him in the second half if we need him. Ovi, what's up, brother? Bittersweet for Messi to win that Ballon d'Or, I'd say. Good for him. He deserved it. It'd be nice if he won it still as a Blaugrana, but it is what it is, so a little bit bittersweet. Anyway, Ansu Fati injury update. Barcelona reportedly moderately optimistic that Ansu Fati will be fit enough to play some part in the team's crucial Champions League clash against Bayern Munich. Fati has been sidelined with a hamstring injury sustained in a 3-3 draw against Celta Vigo, but is closing in on a return to first-team action. The 19-year-old was spotted heading into training on Tuesday, despite the players having been given a couple days off after the win against Villarreal. Fati is said to be doing everything he can to be able to play in the match, and there is moderate optimism at the club that he will be ready in time, according to Diario Sport. However, the striker has to prove himself with the group. The players returning to training Wednesday to start preparations for the visit of Real Betis at the weekend. The report reckons that Xavi will only use Ansu if he is 100% and will not take risks with the youngster. Xavi spoke about Ansu's fitness in his presser before the Villarreal match. He said he's doing very well, he's doing very good things. He has started to run, but we'll have to be careful. Then we'll see if he can take the risk or not, he said. The other day we did it with Ousmane. He did not score, but he was close, and that is appreciated. Ansu is a very important player, and we cannot risk losing him again, but will depend on the player's feelings. Barcelona will hope the youngster is available, as a win is likely to be needed in Munich if the Catalans are to progress to the last 16. Ansu has 4 goals and 8 appearances this season. So, folks, what do we think? Is Ansu going to be fit for Bayern Munich? And if he is fit, how much time do you think he gets on the play? Yikes, Ernest. Is that the real number? I mean, I know that the working conditions were horrible. I know that there were some big words being thrown around in terms of the working conditions, but is that the real number? You Stupid says, and I feel Dembele is leaving for free. And I saw Chelsea rumors. Just a question for the chat: how old is Ziyech? Forgive me for butchering the name. You're close. I think there's an I before the Y there, but you were very close. Very close. Animal, how we doing, sir? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that number is true or not. So, there is update number 1. Ansu Fati injury update. He is looking to potentially get some playing time against Bayern. Fingers crossed. It'd be great if he was match fit by Real Betis, so he could come in and at least get some of the rust off since he's been sitting out for a couple weeks. Jason, how we doing, sir? Sorry to hear that you're sick. Hopefully it's not the COVID, but rest up, get some vitamins, get back to health, my good man. All right, let's jump back because the other thing I want to talk about before we get into Ferran Torres and Chelsea rumors, we want to go Dembele contract news. We want to read up on that. And we'll take a look at this. Dembele has been given a contract renewal ultimatum by FC Barcelona. Let's take a look at this article by Forbes here. Yeah. We'll disable ad blocker. Sure. No problem. We'll pause. Okay. Yep. All right. So, Ousmane Dembele given an ultimatum here by Barcelona. Why is that there? Good. Go away. All right. Here's what we're looking at, folks. So, Dembele, dragging his feet on contract offers. Apparently, Barcelona have given him a, quote, competitive offer, but his agent is saying, no, he wants, quote, Ballon d'Or type wages in this new contract. Here's the thing, Dembele, you got to play. You got to not be injured to get those big contract numbers. All right? So I'm hoping that Barcelona can work something out where it's incremental. It's pay for performance. It's you get goals, you get assists, you play matches, you get more money. That's what I'm hoping we see in this contract. Either way, Dembele's dragging his feet, and he can leave for free this summer. If that were to occur, that would just be another black eye for Barcelona in terms of how we're dealing with things on the transfer market and our financial status. So they're saying that, let's see here, I want to make sure I get the quote right. Did I pass it up? Nope, we're talking about this, talking about that, okay. Here we go. In any event, the Catalans have reportedly granted him 15 days until December 15th to make up his mind on his future, following which he could be confined to the terraces like Ilaish Moriba last season. So that's what I wanted to bring up, folks. If Dembele does not renew his contract by December, do we say, fine, Dembele, then sit on the bench? We're going to let Akamach, we're going to let Demir, and we're going to let Abde run those right wing positions, and you can sit on the bench and leave for free next year, and good riddance, waste of 180 million euros, whatever it is that we paid for him. What do we think? You Stupid says, I think Fati will have a similar return like Dembele did for the game for Benfica. I think that's probably best case scenario. Levi says, I wonder who Bayern Munich is playing on the weekend. If you want to look that up for us, that'd be cool. Actually, they're playing... It's not Dortmund, is it? No, I don't think it's Dortmund. I want to say they have a strong opponent, but I could be wrong. I guess I'll just look it up. Bayern Munich fixtures. Let's see what we got here. They are playing Dortmund. I was right. So they've got a tough match ahead of them before that Wednesday night match against Barcelona. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if Dortmund want to, make that a really physical, grueling match, I'd be okay with that. Levi says Dembele doesn't deserve to stay. I mean, he is kind of going with that Ilaish Mariba attitude right now, asking for more money at the wrong time. Ernest getting back to the Qatar report rumors, saying reports say the numbers could be higher than that. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. I wonder if the World Cup is going to maybe be postponed or even canceled if those kind of things continue. That's disgusting, of course. Animal says Bayern is struggling right now due to COVID problems, and they also have some serious conflict with their fans because of their Qatar sponsoring. Interesting. Did not know that. Very interesting. Yeah, there's apparently some stuff going on with Qatar. Not good. Not good, folks. People are really starting to, just across the world in a lot of different facets, starting to speak out against working conditions. It was like 120 or 180 million, something like that. I forget what we paid, but it was a lot. It was a lot to Dortmund. But yeah, I'm with you on that one, you stupid. A nice grueling match. Nothing. We don't want any injuries or anything like that, but a grueling match against Dortmund just to get some tired legs against Bayern. I would be okay with that. I would definitely be okay with that. All right, so we talked about Ansu Fati injury update. We talked about Dembele contract update. Now we are ready to talk about Barcelona and Chelsea transfer rumors. Because, is it this one that I want? No, let's look at it. I was looking at an article earlier. We'll go with this one. Maybe goal will work out for us. So, the duo of Ziyech and Werner possibly available for Barcelona. And here's the thing. Let's see if it quotes it in here. Reports are... Let's see. Is it going to give us any actual numbers? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So what I read earlier on a different site was that we could potentially get the pair of Ziyech and Werner for around 80 million. So here's my question. If we had to choose between getting Ferran Torres for 70 million or we can get Ziyech and Werner for 80 million, which would you rather go with? Ferran Torres for 70 million or the pair for 80 million? What do we think? Let me know in the chat. Culers says, heard the money to Dortmund went to a washing machine. Yep, that's exactly what that and a new Pepsi machine. Absolutely, that's what it went towards. You Stupid says we'll take Werner. Ernest says we'll take Ziyech and Werner. That's probably where I'm leaning. I know Ferran Torres, he's 21 years old. He can play anywhere across the front three. But we really need a number 9, and Werner fits the bill. Werner is like a German Samuel Eto'o, just pacey finisher. We haven't had someone like that since Samuel Eto'o. I can't really say that David Villa fits that mold. He would be a little bit more of a wide player. Luis Suarez, but he didn't really rely on pace as much. He was more of a poacher. So it would just be nice to have that much pace up top with Werner. And then Ziyech, he can play anywhere across the attacking midfielder. He can play on the right wing. I wouldn't mind that. I think if I'm spending the money at Barcelona, before I write that check to Ferran Torres, I'm going to see if these two are available. That's what I'm thinking. Levi also says Werner and Ziyech. Leo says Ferran Torres all the way. So let me know, why would you go Ferran Torres over those two players? Animal says Werner is no number 9. I disagree with that. I definitely think he's a number 9. Yeah, they bought Lukaku. I don't think because Werner is not a number 9. I think he was just struggling to finish his chances a little bit last year. You Stupid says Werner can play all 3 front positions, and you're right, Mustache. He's the German Eto. Appreciate the validation there. Ernest says it's like Man City players want to transfer to Barca when they don't have minutes. I think that's a bit disrespectful. It's not a good look, I would say, to be getting players. I don't want to say rejects, but players second or clubs second options. You know what I mean? Like us looking at Sterling and Silva and Laporta at Man City because they're not getting playing time, to your point. Same thing with Chelsea. Ziyech and Werner are 2 that are not regularly in the starting 11. So, listen, I look forward to a day when Barcelona are back to being that top desirable club, and other clubs are having a hard time keeping their starting 11 players from coming to Barcelona. That would be great. But Leo says Ferran is young, fast. He already knows the group. He played with Pedri, Busi, Garcia. All fair points. Definitely fair points. Levi says Werner can create for himself. So can Ziyech. I like both of those players. I mean, listen. Excuse me. If you want to keep Ziyech and give us Pulisic instead, I won't argue about it. I won't argue about that at all. Levi says maybe just wait until Ferran's contract runs down. We'll see. That would be pretty cool if Ferran just wants to wait, let his contract run down. But I think he still has 1 more year. I think his contract isn't up until 2023, so that might be a little bit too long. Yeah, I hear you, Stupid. I certainly have not given up on Werner, and I would take him if he became available. And then Ziyech tagging along, being available on that right wing, he can help develop some of our youngsters. Niaz, good morning to you, says Ziyech all the way. Appreciate it, thank you. Ernest says Werner won't be able to use his pace at a number 9 position. He'll have to play in tight space. At times, sure. Yes. Okay, you're not wrong about that. Barcelona are not going to turn into, Liverpool overnight and do lightning rock and roll football, as Jurgen Klopp likes to say. However, think about a Samuel Eto'o. You know what I mean? Granted, Samuel Eto'o ended up leaving because Pep Guardiola did not appreciate his style of play, and those 2 butted heads a little bit. So you wouldn't want to have the same fate for Werner at Barcelona, but I think it could work out. I think Werner at Barcelona could work out. Like I said, I'd rather have Pulisic than Ziyech, but I will take that pairing for 80 million euros. Sam, good morning. How we doing, sir? Yeah, Levi, you're right. Martial is also another rumor. I'm starting a list of Barcelona transfer rumors right now, and I think I'm up to like 23. My hope is over the next 2 days to get a video out of all of the Barcelona transfer rumors ranked, and I'm gonna rate them either. Let's see, what would my rankings be? Either not happening, not likely, or likely. Those will be my 3 rankings. And like I said, I got like 23 different players that have all been reported. So maybe real quick, in our last couple minutes here, you all could let me know if there's anybody besides the obvious ones, right? Ferran Torres, Adeyemi, Werner, Ziyech, Pulisic, Sterling. We've been looking at, what's his name? Zakaria, I think it is, at Mönchengladbach. So let me know if there's any low-key Barcelona transfer rumors, not ones that you want to see, but low-key Barcelona transfer rumors that maybe I wouldn't have seen. Let me know in the chat, because like I said, we're going to do a full, hey, this is every possible January Barcelona transfer rated on how likely it is that it's actually going to happen. And we'll get that video out here in the next couple days. We'll make that happen. Let me move this around here. I saw somebody say Dybala. He's free next year. Yeah, I feel like he's about to sign a contract, but I'll throw him on the list just because I'm trying to get up to an even 25 if I can. So if I need to keep him on there, I will. Onana, same thing. I'm pretty sure he has. Well, where was he looking at? Inter? I'm pretty sure. He was looking at Inter, but I'll throw him on the list as a possibility. Kuda says, what about the pipe dream category? There'll be some honorable mentions in there, of course. Someone like an Mbappe would be on there. But I'm trying to go for what is actually being rumored, like what we've seen in the headlines, so that people can react to it. So it'll be like, all 25 Barcelona transfer rumors ranked, something like that. I got to find the title that fits, that people are going to be actually searching for. Barcelona January transfer rumors rated or ranked is probably what I'll go with. Animal says, by the way, Mönchengladbach won 5-0 against Bayern Munich. Things are possible. They are struggling, and it's hard. It's not the same team as in their 0-3 loss. Barcelona are not the same team. So for those two reasons, I think I'm going into it with some hope, I'll say. I'm not optimistic, but I'm going into it with some hope. Levi says, Martial's very good in my Barcelona career. That's good, because that usually translates, so that's good. Azpilicueta, I got him on the list. I got Aspie, I got Rudiger. I didn't have Christensen, and his contract does come up here, I think at the end of the season, I do believe. Anybody else that I might be missing? Van de Beek, I got listed. Okay, so that's what's going to be coming up here soon. I don't have a release date for that yet, but definitely what's up next is going to be Wake Up in Barca Friday morning right here on the Undefeated channel. Once again, we'll go over all the Barcelona news and headlines coming out of the camp now. We'll talk about transfer rumors. We'll talk about contract updates. And on Friday's episode, we will do a little pregame lineup and prediction for our match against Real Betis. Again, Barcelona hosting Real Betis this Saturday. The match is at, 3 p.m., I believe. Let me double check myself on this. Actually, I think it's at 10 a.m. It is 10:15 a.m. So I misspoke there. This Saturday, 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it'll be afternoon or evening match from my friends over in Europe and India. I did miss those ones. Koundé and that striker from River Plate. I also forget his name, but we'll find out. Okay, got him down. I appreciate the suggestions, everybody. That's why I love this community so much. It's not just about me being an expert here and bringing all the information. Sometimes I'll have some tidbits for you all. I certainly will have opinions, but I love that the facts, the news updates really come from the community. So before I hop off here, one more invitation to join the Undefeated community. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this show, go ahead and hit the like button. That really does help out the channel, helps us get discovered, show up on people's algorithms as they scroll through and look for content to watch. So subscribe, give the stream a thumbs up, and I will see you all on Friday for another episode of Wake Up and Barca. We'll do a little preview and prediction for Real Betis, talk about all the other things that come up for the Barcelona news and headlines. My friends, have a wonderful day. I will see you Friday morning. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. Mwah.